Hey there, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more stories like this one. I'm Jessica Harper, 33 years old, and for years, I confused family tradition with quiet shame. Thanksgiving carried the scent of scorched coffee and unspoken expectations. Under a dusty tarp sat a Mustang, vibrant red, patiently waiting. It embodied a year of late-night grit, oil-stained hands, and a silent resolve I kept hidden. My father stepped into the yard, relatives trailing like an audience at a play. He paced around the car, fingers grazing the handle, his expression unreadable. 72 fastback, he murmured, voice wavering. For a fleeting moment, I thought I'd done it, built something he'd value. Then came the smirk. My daughter's trying to buy my approval. Huh? The crowd burst into laughter. My sister, Emma, recorded it like it was a viral prank. I didn't lash out. I found my way out. Before we dive deeper, drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from. Part 2. The burden of never measuring up. Dad always said, true success wears a suit. Every Sunday, he'd sip his coffee, judgment in his grip. When I landed my first job on the factory line, he didn't cheer. He chuckled. Playing with oversized Legos, he called it. You'll burn out before you break through. Meanwhile, Emma started a fitness blog, posting workout clips. Dad dubbed her a visionary, bragging about her ambition. By 28, I saw the pattern. His love wasn't given, it was tallied. Every kind word came with a catch, every favor a debt. Still, I kept trying, chasing the dream of being the daughter who'd make him proud. One night, I stumbled across a listing on an obscure car forum. A 1972 Mustang Fastback, worn but fixable. It was Dad's dream car, the one he'd rambled about since I was little. Cherry red, manual, black stripes. I made it my mission. Weekends were spent in a friend's shop, swapping parts, sanding rust, painting hope into reality. When the engine growled to life, I thought, this must be what his approval feels like. Some nights, I worked until sunrise, hands shaky from cold and fatigue, an old radio humming softly, the air thick with oil, steel, and possibility. No one clapped. No one saw. But for once, I didn't need their cheers, just the quiet. Thanksgiving was my deadline. I told myself it wasn't about earning his love, but giving back. Deep down, though, I craved one word, proud. If love demands a ledger, it's not love. Part 3. The year I stopped justifying. That night, sleep wouldn't come. Their laughter rang in my chest like a bad signal. Each joke sharper, meaner, truer. They weren't laughing with me. They were mocking the idea I'd ever be enough. By dawn, my choice was clear, not loud, just firm. I pulled on my coat, grabbed the spare key, and drove back as the world slept. Frost coated the grass, holiday lights blinking in the dark. The Mustang sat in the driveway, gleaming, out of place. I unlocked it, slid into the driver's seat, and felt the cold bite through the wheel. The key turned easily, the engine humming like it knew me. I pulled out slow, steady, intentional. Not vengeance, just reclaiming what was mine. In my garage, I sat for a while, breath fogging in the chill lil. The silence didn't feel hollow, it felt deserved. By midday, my phone exploded, 18 missed calls, 10 texts for voicemails. Emma first. Did you really take back his gift? You're wrecking Thanksgiving. Then Dad. It was a joke, learn to take it. Another. You're making a fool of yourself. Their words screamed control, dressed as care. The kind that used to shrink me. This time, I listened to the engine's fading hum. They didn't want harmony, they wanted leverage. I was done giving it. I set my phone down and opened my laptop. Snapped photos of the car, front, engine, interior, posted them online. Serious buyers only. Title ready. I wasn't holding on to symbols of shame. I was making room for peace. That afternoon, I called Sarah my friend. Her voice was gentle, steady. You did right, she said. He'll never say it, but he went too far. I thanked her, hung up, and let the quiet settle. In the garage's dim light, my reflection stared back. Worn eyes, firm hands, no apologies left. Outside, power lines buzzed softly in the night breeze, carrying light across the dark. I carried mine. Freedom didn't thunder, it murmured. I reclaimed it that night, not with tools, but by severing the cords that drained me. No more keepsakes for broken promises. Part 4, The Public Undoing. I wasn't meant to see the email. A coworker sent me a screenshot. Subject, concern for my daughter. My father had written to my boss, HR, the union rep. Jessica's been erratic, isolating herself, making odd financial choices. I fear she's reckless. It wasn't worry, it was sabotage. He was crafting a story to discredit me. I called Tom, a union lawyer I knew. He wasn't shocked. Textbook control tactic, he said, chewing his lunch. He's setting you up to look unstable if you push back. Could we stop it? Easily, he said. Hours later, a cease and desist letter went out. Sharp. Professional. Final. Dad had 48 hours to stop. 2 days later, his voicemail came, voice trembling with drama. This is how you treat your father? Lawyers against family. Then the guilt trip. Do you know what this does to our name? Our name, like we were a brand, not a family. I deleted it. No response, just calm. Manipulators despise silence. A week later, I ran into him outside a bakery. Mid-shift coffee run. His voice cut through the crowd, Jessica. I froze. He approached, khakis neat, folder in hand, smiling like we were old friends. Let's talk. You've cast me as the bad guy. I stood still. He sighed. You've changed. You used to have respect. You used to earn it, I said. He staggered back, grabbing his shoulder. Don't hit me, he yelled too loud. Phones went up, people gasped. She's always angry, always cruel, he performed. I stayed still, pulse even. A baker stepped out, apron on. I saw it all, he said. She didn't touch him. He's lying. The crowd turned. Dad froze, caught mid-act. You should be ashamed, the baker said. You make real victims invisible. Dad muttered about a misunderstanding and left. I didn't chase or cry. I walked into the light, the city's hum fading. Silence wasn't pain anymore. It was proof I'd made it. He needed a stage. I chose freedom. Part 5, The Reckoning. A week later, Sarah texted, he tried using your old emergency card. Declined 3 times. It was for his surgery years back, a lifeline I forgot to cut. He tried it for gas, groceries, Home Depot. Control, not need. I called the bank the next day. Cancel it. Close the account. The rep paused. Need a new card? No, I said. No replacements. It wasn't just a card, it was a tether. That night, Mom and I ate on her porch. I told her. She wasn't shocked. He didn't want help, she said. He wanted control. There's a difference. She was right. He didn't miss me, he missed power. Days later, Sarah sent a GoFundMe link, helping a father heal from estrangement and heartbreak. His photo, hospital bed, oxygen tube, hand on heart. Caption, stress breaks even the strongest hearts. Forgive before it's too late. Goal, $8,000. 2 weeks, $110. A few church friends, a cousin, stay strong. A stranger, she'll come back. I didn't. I felt nothing, no rage, no guilt, just space. His story wasn't mine anymore. His show was over, the crowd gone. I stayed silent. Silence spoke louder than his lies. A month later, Sarah called. He says you'll come around. I smiled. He can talk to his reflection. The fundraiser vanished. His number changed. Emma stopped sharing family dinner posts. The act was done. Mom visited one weekend. We cooked, laughed, sat in peace. You seem lighter, she said. I am. She nodded. He'll try again. Don't bite. I won't. That night, lightning lit the desert sky. The air smelled of rain and earth. Peace wasn't fixing everything. It was leaving things broken. He called it punishment. I called it peace. Silence wasn't void. It was room to start anew. Part 6, The Power of Quiet. It's been over a year since his last call, letter, or act. Silence once scared me. Now it's like air. I moved to a small house near Sedona, low and quiet, with power lines stretching like silver threads across the desert. I spent years keeping others' lights on. Now I keep my own. I work, rest, breathe. Mom visits with pie and stories. We don't mention him. We don't need to. Peace doesn't always mean closure. Sometimes it's just distance. Do I regret cutting him off? No. Walking away isn't cruelty, it's clarity. He taught me love without respect is control in costume. By denying him access, I freed myself to exist. Every night, I turn off the porch light and sit in the dark. The quiet used to weigh me down. Now it's proof I survived. I stopped fixing what wasn't mine to repair, including him. If you've ever felt guilty for choosing peace, this is for you. You don't owe your ruin to prove your love. Healing isn't loud. It's steady mornings, calm hands, a heart that doesn't jump. Sometimes the strongest words are unspoken. That silence, for me, is freedom. If this story moved you, please like and share it with someone who needs it. Don't forget to subscribe for more real stories of family betrayal and the strength we find beyond them.